I'm going to start out with the Wyze Buds Pro. So let's get those going. There's some great things about them. They have a lot of capability. So you're going to be paying top dollar for Wyze Buds Pro. Now, they are very, very similar in many features to a lot of the Apple Pro designation products out there. So they definitely are an upscaled version in many ways. Let's do a quick unbox. These are all app controlled, and that's the one beautiful thing about the Wyze company. I've done a lot of shows for them. Let's pull them out here. These ones spent a lot of time with me before I had this great idea to do a show featuring just earbuds. And I'm going to pull them both out, and we're just going to set them down here so you can kind of see the size of them relative. I'm going to put the case out. So that case is not bad. It works pretty well. You know, that's the size there. It is probably one of the smallest cases. It doesn't have the huge battery capacity of some of the other very large cases. But when it's collapsed down, this is again about portability. It is probably one of the smallest. I don't have enormous hands, but you can see the thing fits in the palm of my hand. I can basically close my hand and you don't even see that it's there. Now the earbud style on these ones, we're now to the stalk style that will stick out and down. So those are going to stick out of your ears and down. That gives the microphone a little bit better chance. These have active noise cancellation. So that's the big feature that we just broke into, where the Edifier TWS1 Pros have just passive and the Wyze Buds have just passive. This is the first set that has active noise cancellation. And it does have transparency mode as well. So you're going to be able to, you know, turn that on and you're going to be able to hear around you. This is something that always scares us about our daughter when she goes out in the morning for her runs. This is my set of Wyze headphones. I love these headphones, but she puts them on and we tell her only do one ear or whatever, you know, but make sure you're on transparency mode because the active noise cancellation in these and others is so good. You won't hear cars coming. You won't hear, especially these new electric cars that are running around. So there's good and bad to active noise cancellation. If you're in a noisy environment, active noise cancellation can be amazing. I'm going to pull up my phone so you guys can see this and what that app experience is like, because it's actually really useful when you have a set of earbuds, because we're now breaking into the price where earbuds will have the apps associated with them. So this is my Wyze app. This is how I manage my house. This is how I manage my security. This is how I manage my cameras. So the firmware here means that these earbuds are software upgradable. You can get new features after you've bought them, which is pretty cool because they actually will add additional capabilities. And this is the application. So you can see my right ear is you know, almost fully charged. The case is almost fully charged as well. And then this is what they're going to talk about when they talk about noise cancellation. You see that right in the middle, and I'm going to zoom in just so you see. So noise cancellation on, off, or transparency mode. So that's the choices that you have here, is on, off, or transparency. And the idea there is with the Wyze Buds Pro, you can actually do that noise cancellation. Transparency mode is going to allow some of the outside. You can actually hear, even though it's covering your ear canal, you can actually hear from the outside because it's going to amplify some of those outside sounds to let it in. So it's not as you know, isolating, and those are available to turn on and off. But let's take a look at what we have. The case has 84% battery left. I have a bass booster and I turned it off. So this is one complaint I would say about the Wyze Buds Pro, is that they are very heavy on the bass side, even with the, I don't want to use air quotes, adaptive EQ. That's the adaptive EQ is what they're saying, you know, they're calling it, but really it means you just can't change it. Other than the bass boost, which doesn't really do a lot. I've hit it on and off and I didn't notice a difference. But this is one of the cool features right here that's going to separate this one from some of the many other choices that we've seen today, which is the ability to set the controls. Some of these, the controls come in the manual, like right here, and you don't have a chance to set them. You have to go read the manual and get used to their control structure. So if you want something different, you ain't got a chance. So a lot of times, like if I like to wear one earbud in and listen while I'm just kind of you know, listening to some audio but keep monitoring the room, I can actually set it to single tap, or I can double tap to increase or decrease volume, things like that. In this case, it's using a left and right. So you know, some of them, if you can't customize the controls, the only thing you can do is increase the volume if you don't have the other earbud out, which maybe is a no-go for you. it does have the Amazon Alexa voice assistant. So that's something really cool about this one. You can run your home from this system here. So these earbuds do have that. The auto pause capability and other capabilities and features are really cool too. So what that means is if you're playing music and you take the earbuds out temporarily, including just one, maybe you only have one on, it will stop the music, and then when you put it back in, music will start playing again. So you'll get the feedback there. You don't have to go into the app and control it. So that's kind of cool, especially if you're wearing the earbuds out and about and you're shopping and you want to stop somewhere. And I go grocery shopping all the time or whatever, and I'm maybe at the checkout, and now I want to hear from them, but I don't want to have to go fumble and find my phone. I can pull the earbud out, put it in my front pocket, which is what I do, and then when I'm ready, I just put it back in and keep going with my music or podcast or whatever. So that's the Wyze Buds Pro. I'm going to show you how they fit because it is a little bit different here, and I want to make sure. This is, again, a problem with all of these is how minimal information they give you. You probably can't see it, but there's an L in there that's so tiny it looks like a scratch. And that's a problem with these. Maybe you could guess which side that's from just from a glance. I'm not great at that. So this one goes in and twists. Now, and you can see how it sits. It sits down at an angle, so you would think that the microphone would sound better, right? Unfortunately, this is one Achilles heel of the Wyze Pro. This is the audio quality of the Wyze Buds Pro. This is the audio quality of the Wyze Buds Pro with 6 microphones. Wyze Buds Pro. There we go. So that was the Wyze Buds Pro. That was a sample of the audio that you can hear from the Wyze Buds Pro. These are made by the Wyze company. They're available at Amazon right now. I think if you could find them on sale, I would definitely pick a set of those up if you haven't experienced it and you really want that active noise cancellation. The first time I got those, I put them in and I went up to my diesel truck and I got in. I made a video about this. It was so funny that I got in, I started the truck and the noise cancellation hit. I didn't even know my truck was running. And I have one of the old diesel trucks that's really noisy. And so that was, to me, a sale right there. Now, again, you don't want to drive with both earbuds in. That can be bad, so I would not recommend that. Definitely kudos to the Wyze company for one of the best cases out there. And the other thing that this supports, which many do not, is wireless QI charging. So I don't have my wireless puck out here, but if I wanted to, I would just set this down on the charger and it starts to charge. I don't have to fiddle with plugging it in, but if I do want to plug it in, maybe I'm remote, there is my USB-C Type-C charger. So that's from the Wyze company. A very solid showing